If you've ever seen any of my previous videos, you will notice something pretty massive. One, I might have a couple screws loose in the upstairs department, but really, it's that none of my pals are ever depressed, weakened, sick, have ulcers, say that they're upset and not willing to work, minor, major injury, whatever. All of my pals are very hardworking, good little guys that I take very good care of. And how I do this, well, that's the point of this video, so let's watch to find out together, okay? And while yes, I do have mods on my game, I do not use any mods for sanity, for workers, keeping them in good condition. This is strictly my doing. So let's talk about why. First, I plan my bases very deliberately around what the main focus is going to be. So the main focus of this base that I'm looking at right now at the moment is my farm, along with my breeding platform here and my 2 farms for milk and, you know, wool and stuff like that. Secondly, there is something that you'll notice. It is very flat, and that is on purpose, obviously. In Palworld, a lot of the pals that are very good at their job, especially previously towards that later game stuff, they are pretty fucking massive. I just baited the comment again. Oh my god. They are ginormous. And to avoid like your Yormantides getting stuck, say you want to use some Wumpos or something, you know, your Astagon over here, whatever, however you would like to pronounce that, they are big pals. They need room. They need clearance. If you want your pals to be able to access something, I kind of follow this simple rule. You need at least minimum 3 stories of clearance for any opening. So if you would like to put something inside of a building, leave at least a 3x3, and to be safe, I would do a 4x4 entrance. Okay, that's going to be the most important thing if you're putting things inside. If you're not, then you don't necessarily have to worry about that. Second, I made the mistake here, so my Yormantide actually does get stuck occasionally. Avoid alleyways like this in between buildings, okay? Because the pathing isn't perfect. Most of the time, I feel like they're gonna take like the shortest path to travel wherever they need to go. So occasionally, this Yormantide right here will get stuck on the roof. It's really not that often though. Second,
wait a minute,
is about the food. Now, I'm not feeding them anything crazy here. I'm just feeding them the greatest invention ever to exist. Pizza. They strictly run on a very, very hard diet of marinara sauce, cheese, and dough.
I'm like, where's the pizza?
That is all. That is all I feed myself. That is all I feed every pal at every base. With that being said about the food, you want to put your food source in a very central location, preferably on the ground. I did have a base a while ago where I put it on a table. You know, it led to some pals not being able to eat for some reason. So just straight up put the feed box on the floor. It is okay if some of their pizza has a little bit of dirt on it. So let's say now you're building your base. If you're putting production buildings inside of buildings, you're leaving that ginormous entrance for your big pals. Putting your food box in a central location. Mine always is right near the PALBOX on the floor, so pals will always be able to access it. Now, along with that, I'm putting the generator right near the PALBOX as well. You know, it might be a little bit of ways out, like maybe right here-ish, but I'm never gonna put it on the outside of the base. If these guys get stuck, if they can't eat, you know, you're screwed. Everything's gonna shut down. You're done for. Your base is non-functional.
Oh, I scared you, didn't I? Yeah, you did.
This is a little different. If you didn't know, just a tip, your pals can interact with stuff through windows. So this is obviously not a practical base that I would use. It was just for, you know, fun, but I showcased it here. You can't really see them, but they are there. My Anubis was able to use all of these assembly lines through the windows. You know, you can keep that in mind. Even here, generator near the PALBOX, food box right near the PALBOX. Now this base I made yesterday. I recorded a video. You know, the raw footage was like an hour 45 minutes. I didn't feel like editing that down, to be honest, so here we are. Anyways, I wanted some more oil production things or whatever. I always build this little platform with a big space in the middle that has all of my assembly lines on it. I will upgrade those eventually. I always make sure, this is important, okay, or else it's gonna take too long for your pals to transport stuff. Put a lot of storage next to the things you want transported. I have 3 storages right next to this quartz sulfur mine, and then I have 3 storages next to this ore mine. I also have storage right next to both oil productions, and then this is pretty important, okay? Sometimes your pals need a break.
Objection!
Nuh-uh.
They've been working so damn hard all damn day. They need a break. So you need your saunas, and they need to be accessible by everybody. So I learned that the hard way. I was trying to design like some cool little thing at one of my first bases, and I put my sauna in there. My pals couldn't get to it. Sometimes they would get upset, and I realized that's because they couldn't take a break, even if they wanted to. Okay, so put your saunas on the ground in an open spot, accessible by everybody. What I also do is, you know, whatever you want to call this, like a little walkway, a pathway, a slightly raised walkway platform. 99 times out of 100, I will put stairs on them just in case. Okay, you literally never know with the PALS and their AI and pathing. Your little Cattiva could trip on this, and then, you know, he sprains his knee. He sprains his ankle. He tears his Achilles somehow. And now he's depressed, sad, angry, upset. He won't eat, but he's also eating way too much. He's starving, and he's full, and he has an ulcer, and he's very upset and depressed and angry and weakened and has a major injury. So just give them a little bit of a step. I always make their beds accessible out in the open. Same idea with all the other things. Platform, nice, big, wide open. Half of the time they just straight up sleep on the dirt. You can never be too careful with these things. It's a sacrifice you will have to make if you would like your pals to be in good condition and hardworking all the time, like me. Same concept here, 4 stairs wide. If you want to know a trick I used for this, see these pillars right here? You can go ahead and delete this. Oh no, how do I line this up back to where it looks good again? You hit Control on the pillar. It'll line it up right in the middle. Perfect. Brother, if you have an even number of foundations, put a pillar in the middle, hit Control, it'll center it perfectly on there. Oh no, my Wumpo is actually struggling. Why do I have a Wumpo? Oh no. Where is he? You're negating my whole point, buddy. He's stuck somewhere. He's probably stuck down here or something. Where the hell is this gentleman? He's down here? He's not even here. Is he under this or something? Where the hell is bro? Quite stressed out. He got stuck somewhere. Okay, he fixed himself. He respawned or whatever. But that is exactly why I put the food box right near the PALBOX out in the open. Because look, now he's fine. This section right here is not the best. They can get stuck down there or whatever. I'm not too worried about it right now, to be honest. But it proves my point. When they eventually do respawn next to the PALBOX, they'll eat. They're perfectly fine again. Bro ate some pizza, went straight to work on this fucking tree over here. What a guy. Just showing another example of this. This base is a classic. There's an old example. Up here was some mines and the breeding pen. It's not the most efficiently designed. Yeah, that generator should be somewhere over here in the middle. I'm still very, very proud of this base. It looks phenomenal. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it when I'm designing a base and how I manage to never have starving, upset, you know, whatever pals. Just feed him pizza and they'll be fine. You don't have to go crazy with it. Look at him. He was upset just a little while ago, and now he's over here smiling, having a good old time in this spa that probably got him upset in the first place because he fell out of the back and got stuck down there. So that does need to be fixed. Thank you for pointing it out. Anyways, that's just kind of my process for making bases. It doesn't have to be yours. It's just some things to think about when you're doing your base, okay? And now that I have you here, I would just like to take a second to say this. I started YouTube a year ago. About a year ago today, actually, was when I posted my first video. And I thought I was just gonna get like 100 subscribers, you know, by the end of the year. It's just gonna be something I did for fun, you know, just something to do, because I felt like I needed an outlet of some sort for something fun, creative, to learn, etc. Whatever. But you know, here we are a year later, and I have almost 2,100 subscribers. I don't know what to say, but thank you, really. And if you just watch that and you're not subscribed, I take it back. I don't thank you, actually. But if you are, then obviously it goes to you. If you're not, it doesn't go to you unless you subscribe, and then it retroactively applies to you, okay? So do that. That is all. Actually, hold on, that is not all.
A fucking lie, okay?
I am going to do a Palworld randomizer playthrough. I think that would be a lot of fun. Somebody suggested it in one of my other videos. I am just trying to decide if I should start streaming just a couple hours a week. And if I did, that, you know, that would be what I would do. Okay, so if you watch streams on YouTube or Twitch, where would you like to see that? I cannot do both. My computer cannot handle both, okay? Okay, do not ask me to do both. Anyways, that is now all. Okay, goodbye.